Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by if you're new, and welcome back if you're already a subscriber. My name is Crystal and today we are going to go through what is new in makeup. This video is probably a little bit different to what I've been uploading lately. It's kind of been really like looking at the makeup industry as a whole and breaking that down. This is kind of going off a little bit a different direction, but I thought today I would go onto the Trend Mood website. I haven't screenshotted anything. Literally, I haven't been on the Trend Mood website since my last purchase or pass video, but today I'm going to do a what I'm tempted to buy makeup video. I'm not buying makeup at the moment, but it's kind of nice to just see what's out there as an artist and whether there's anything that's actually like tempting to somebody like me in the current climate that we're living in. So before we jump into the video, do not forget to subscribe to my channel and also make sure you have that post notification bell turned on, just in case you do miss when my uploads are coming through, because the algorithm these days kind of buries little YouTubers like me. I upload every Tuesday and every Saturday at 6 AM Melbourne time, so make sure you keep your eye out for those. And also go and check me out on Instagram. My handle's on the screen for you guys to go and check me out over there. And without further ado, let's get straight into the video. Okay, so just jumping onto Instagram. So the first thing that I can see here is a KKW new beautiful collection. This is, does it have a name? The Matte Mauve collection, or Mauve, or everybody says it differently everywhere around the world. So what they're going to release is a pressed powder palette for $45 US, basically 3 different lipsticks, $18 each, a pale pink, a warm nude, and a mid-tone rose color. They're also releasing lip liners, so ones to match the lipsticks. They're also releasing a blush, and they're also releasing a matte honey pressed powder for $45. Oh, so there's the mauve and the honey collection. So basically they're releasing the same products, just kind of streamlined to either the mauve or the honey. So look, the packaging on this is really cute. I'm a sucker for like orange or yellow packaging at the moment. We are technically in summer at the moment here in Melbourne. It's been absolutely horrendous summer this year. I think we had maybe 4 days over 35. Not that I'm really a hot person. I live in Melbourne for a reason. Like, I don't really love the heat. That's why I live here. But in terms of the summer, we've had a lot of rain and a lot of wind, and it hasn't been particularly great. So I've been trying to have nice summer clothes, but haven't really had the weather for it. But this kind of packaging really speaks to me. These tones though, in the eyeshadow palette, the honey eyeshadow palette that's coming out, I've seen that a million times. I probably already have those shades. I might not have that color story. You know what that looks like? That looks like a Zoeva palette that was released a while ago, like a really long time ago, like the Cocoa palette or something like that. That looks very, very similar, if not the same. I'll see if I can find that palette and have a picture of it on the screen, and then have a picture of this on the screen so you can see the difference. But that's what this reminds me of. The colors are all matte, there's no shimmers in there, which, this is what frustrates me about eyeshadow palettes. A palette like this could be a really, really great starter piece for someone, but I feel like an inner corner highlight really amps up a look, and if a palette doesn't have an inner corner highlight in it, that's a really great product, like a really great formula. It's going to really show up, like the one that's in the Jaclyn Hill palette from Morphe. It just kind of flops to me. The nude lipsticks, I hate the KKW packaging, like for the lipsticks, the plastic. So it just reminds me of the old Napoleon Purtis ones that, I don't know if people had that brand when they were younger, but when I was younger, that was like a brand that everybody used, and I hated that packaging. It just seemed cheap, like thick acrylic. It's just not nice. The colors aren't really to my liking. I'm a pinky nude kind of person, not a neutral nude. Now the Mauves collection looks a bit different, but also again, nothing out of the ordinary. I mean, there's a blue in the eyeshadow palette. I don't know how that's a mauve, but there's a blue in there. Maybe that's their pop of color to try and get people sucked in. I don't know. I just don't vibe this collection. I don't have anything from the KKW like line, and I don't think that's about to change anytime soon, because quite frankly, this just looks really average, to be honest. It's nothing special at all. The blushes aren't anything special. I'm pretty sure Kylie Jenner has blushes exactly the same, similar packaging, the whole lot. So I don't know, I reckon that would be a no from me. I don't know when this is launching. I think it might be available now. Yeah, it is available now. By the time this video goes up, it'll definitely be available. So the next item that I can see here is from Fenty Skin. It is the Flash Nap. I don't know what the hell that is. It's an eye gel cream. Okay, and there's this weird contraption next to it. I don't know what that is. Anyway, I love the clean packaging on this. I think it looks great for skin. I think it looks incredible. It's a squeezy tube, so nothing really spectacular, but this is going to be retailing for $32 each, but at $42 with the eye massage tool, which is that weird contraption that is next to it. I don't know. It seems a bit gimmicky with the contraption thing. I don't know. I just don't, when it comes to skincare, if you've got a skincare routine that works for you, like this sort of stuff's kind of interesting, but at the end of the day, is anyone really going to know that you've tried something new or spent all this money on a new item because your skin's probably going to essentially look the same? I don't know. When it comes to skincare, I'm a bit skeptical. Speaking of skincare, the next item that is I can see on the Trend Me website is from Glow Recipe. Now, I love Glow Recipe. One of my favorite setting sprays is the Watermelon Glow setting spray. I think that's absolutely stunning. It smells delicious. It feels delicious. It's literally just all round a delicious product. Now, they have a body cream. My thoughts on body cream. Look, I'm just going to basically put it out there. This is a no from me. The only reason it is a no from me is because there's no prices on here either, which kind of annoys me a little bit. But the reason why it's a no from me with body cream is that I feel like if you just go down to Woolworths or Coles, get yourself Vaseline, the Cocoa Glow one specifically, that retails for like $8 a bottle. It lasts for like 3 to 4 months, and literally it smells delicious. It makes your skin glow. It's super hydrating, and anything that costs more than $8 and basically does the same thing as that, I'm not really interested. When it comes to body lotions, I'm pretty much set with that for life. Got nothing more to say about that. Body lotions, again, probably like one of my most recent videos was 10 stupid beauty things that people waste their money on. I actually think the body lotions probably should have been in that, or should have been a category now that I think about it, because you can get them relatively cheap from the drugstore and they're good quality. Brands like Vaseline and Sorbeline, who have been around forever and they know their stuff, why spend more than 10 Australian dollars on that? Like, why? So another one here that I can see is a release from Colourpop. This is the Melrose collection. It launched first at Ulta. I don't know if this is an Ulta exclusive. We don't have Ulta at, or in Australia, so I wish we did, but we don't. So there's a palette coming out for $18, glosses coming out $8 each. There's 4 shades, 2 pressed powders coming out $10 each, Fashion District and Juice Bar, and there's 3 new scrunchies. Scrunchies? What the hell are scrunchies? When did they do scrunchies? I am not a fan of Colourpop powders. Actually, no, sorry, let me take a step back from that. It's not that I'm not a fan of Colourpop powders. I do not like their Super Shock formula. I do not like their blushes, their highlighters, their eyeshadows. I have been trying to get them out of my collection for a while. I do not like their liquid lipsticks. They basically go gross too quickly. They split apart within like 2 weeks of owning them. It's just gross. Their lip glosses are okay. I don't mind their lip glosses. I've only got 1 from them. I do not like their lippy sticks. Let me take a step back from the lippy sticks. They are very opaque. They're very pigmented. However, they go bad quickly as well, and they don't smell good, especially when they go bad. They just smell very, very chemically. I do like their eyeshadow palettes, so potentially this could be appealing to somebody like me. I love that green shade. It's called Take It Again, I think that's what it says. I love that. That's very interesting to me. I also like the shade Social Club. I think that looks really nice too. It's a bit of a chunky glittery shade. And I also love that in here you've got some beautiful transition shades in there. So on the list, Easy Breezy, and then I also like Down to Earth. That's a depthening shade. And I also love that there's Angelo. Is that what it says? Angelono? I don't even know. It's the top left hand side, that could be a really, really beautiful inner corner highlight. I love a good inner corner highlight on my eyeshadow palette. So this actually is, it's quite appealing to me. I'm not interested in more eyeshadow palettes. I've got too many to count as it is, and I need to start getting rid of some, so that'll be a no from me as well. This video is basically just an anti-haul of a bunch of things on Trend Mood. Now there is something here that is interesting to me. So they do have these Pearl et Eclat collection illuminating blush powder from Chanel. So Chanel Beauty is very interesting to me. This is limited edition and it is going for $70 US, which is very expensive. The shade on it though, I love the embossment that's in the pan. The shade is not for me though. So for me, I'm kind of like a Becca Opal or a Double Gleam from MAC, or what else, in the Charlotte Tilbury Film Star Bronze and Glow. I like that kind of shade of highlighter. This is a bit deep for me. If you were a really deep complexion, this would look absolutely beautiful on you. This could be something that could pop into my kit, but I also haven't had a lot of experience using the Chanel products, like powder products. I don't really use them too much, so again, I suppose that's a no from me. Sorry guys, let me just say, I'm gonna flip through Trend Mood and see if there's actually anything I'm interested in. Not really. Look, the next thing I want to talk about is from Urban Decay. It is the Naked Urban Decay Wild West palette. I love the packaging on this. I think it looks absolutely stunning. It looks like a snake skin, but it's kind of rainbow in texture as well, which I love that. I think it looks absolutely stunning, very unique. I don't think I've seen that on a palette in a long time. However, when you open it up and look at the shades inside, the only color that stands out to me is that purple turquoise. I think it's called Duo. I can't really tell, it's all blurry. That's the only shade that stands out to me as unique, and I'm pretty sure I have a shade very similar to that in my Amrezy palette. If you pick that up, it's probably the same shade. There isn't really anything in here that's interesting per se aside from that shade. The color story, I don't know if you could get a comprehensive look out of this, to be honest. But I don't know, I haven't seen it. Maybe I'll think about it. I actually don't own any of the Naked palettes anymore. I got rid of all of mine a long time ago. So maybe I might look at it. I don't know. No one's really very excited about this from what I can see on YouTube since it came out. I think I saw Babs Beauty do a review on it and she was just kind of like meh about it at the end. So I think I'd have to see it before I made any decisions, but I'm just really not in the market for eyeshadow palettes these days. I've got 25 of them. Like, when I say that out loud, it's kind of a little bit painful, because if they were at least $100 each, usually that's what palettes come in at. That's about $2,500 worth of eyeshadow. Ugh, I hate thinking of it like that, but I'll think about it, I suppose. The next one is the Marc Jacobs Cafe collection. Now I heard Smoky Glow talk about this collection and she was just like not interested in it at all, and she had like a super relevant reason as to why. But seriously, that packaging on the front of the powders, it looks like a latte, but it kind of looks like marble, and that entices me. Like, oh, this is probably the worst thing. I'm gonna do a video on this, but packaging is literally what is selling makeup these days. Like, it's not the product anymore, it's the bloody packaging that people are interested in. If you've got good packaging, your product's gonna sell, essentially. It doesn't really matter whether it's good or bad. The packaging is going to grab people. So anyone who's looking to break into the makeup industry anytime soon, get your packaging in order. Who cares about the product? Get the packaging in order and I can guarantee your product will sell. Because someone like me looks at this and goes, wow, that is really enticing, that's really beautiful, I am interested in that. But then when you look inside it, it's like a trio product. The highlighter is like a pinky kind of highlighter, not my jam. I don't really like pink highlighters on me, it just doesn't work. The bronzer, I hate that the bronzer's in the middle, because you're almost guaranteed to pick up the highlighter and the bronzer, sorry, the highlighter and the blush, which is either side of it every single time you put your brush in there. So that kind of annoys me a little bit. They probably should have put the highlighter in the middle, to be honest, because you use a thinner brush for a highlighter versus a bronzer or a blush brush. So that's probably not strategically placed. But the blush is a really beautiful color. I like the blush color. So I don't know, this is something that I'll probably think about. Is there a price on here? The trio, it's 49 USD dollars each. That probably comes in at about 75 Australian, so don't need it. I just really like that packaging, so that might be something that I think about. I don't know, makeup these days. I'm just not really into makeup, to be honest. Like, I'm into using what I've got. I'm into talking about makeup as an influence on your life and not necessarily always positive outcomes, but that and maybe the Wild West, possibly. I don't know. I just feel like the releases at the moment are just kind of like, the makeup industry is trying to continue its reign, but with the circumstances that we're now facing, like literally everybody on this planet is facing, it does make it hard to justify going out and spending all this money on makeup, because it's just kind of like, why? Like for me, for example, I wear makeup maybe once a week, maybe, to film my videos for you guys, and I try to bulk film when I put my makeup on, because it's like, honestly, this took me like 2 hours to do my face and my hair because I have so much hair these days. Like literally, what's the point? Like, what's the point in spending your money on it when you can protect yourself with a savings fund? But literally, I don't think I'm gonna buy any of these items. Like I said, maybe the Marc Jacobs, maybe the Urban Decay. Don't need them, don't really care for them. But let me know if you're feeling the same way about new makeup releases, if you just don't really care anymore, or if you're like a die hard for it, like you're still all about it, like that's what's getting you through everything at the moment, like literally makeup is your savior, or is it literally just a matter of, yeah, whatever, it's just more makeup, like does the same thing essentially, like just changes the tone of your blush or changes the tone of your, I don't know, your eyes when you do your eye makeup. But I still use the same colors on my eyes anyway. Like I very rarely use other colors than variations of brown. But I don't know, look, I'm rambling now. Let's end this video here. Thank you so much for making it to the end of this video. If you did make it to the end, I really appreciate you spending your time with me. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel if you like me, if you like makeup kind of content. Very interesting content that I'm releasing at the moment, but I upload every Tuesday and every Saturday at 6 AM Melbourne time, and I hope to see you guys in my next video. Until then, have a lovely day. Thanks guys. Bye.